It's time for Dodger Baseball.
What a catch by Mookie Betts. Another home run for Corey Seager. Another strikeout for Kershaw. A robbery of Tatis. Gone. What a snap. This is what an ace looks like.
And tagged out is Riley, a double play.
Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
Nation post-game show. I'm your host, Doug McCain. Thanks for rocking with us after the Dodgers get the big win against the Pittsburgh Pirates. They punked the Pirates. They make the Buccos walk the plank at Dodger Stadium. They get their second consecutive sweep, and the Dodgers are in business again in the NL West. The Dodgers now just 3 games back from the Giants in the NL West. The Mets, the LOL Mets, hooked the Dodgers up with the win today against San Francisco. The Dodgers now 75-46, second best record in Major League Baseball behind the Giants. They've now won 13 of their last 16 games, 10 of their last 11. We're going to break down all of tonight's action. But first, my friends out there, let me know where you represent Dodgers Nation from tonight. Give me those city zip codes, area codes, and also give me your player of the game. This might be one of the closest ones we've had all season long because Max Muncy has a 2-home-run game, his second 2-home-run game in the last 4 games. So he's been going off. He's his third 2-home-run game since the All-Star break. He had 2. He went deep twice against the Rockies on June 17th. But we've got a lot to get into. But welcome to the show, guys. Let me get a Let's Go Dodgers, and let's get right into this comment section. You guys are lighted up because it's tough. Mitch White or Max Muncy? Give me your takes. Me personally, I'm going to go with Mitch White because what Mitch White did today was absolutely sensational. He Mitch-slapped the Pittsburgh Pirates. 7 1/3 innings pitched tonight. Just 2 hits, 6 punchies, 2 walks. Mitch White got the job done, and he did exactly what the Dodgers needed him to do. Give them some length. He was that incredible bulk guy coming out of the Dodgers pen. Brule did a nice job to get things kicked off, but how about my man Mitch White getting it done tonight? And he was efficient. 91 pitches, 58 first strikes, and it was just great to see. And he looked so confident, so poised out there. And I think the Dodgers, they have a burgeoning weapon in Mitch White. But here we go. LA is stepping on the gas, getting ready to shift from 3 to 4. Hey, I told you guys, I promised you on the show Sunday, I said the Dodgers will gain ground on the Giants this week, and they picked up a game today, and I'm going to continue with that promise. The Dodgers, they're going to take on the LOL Mets at home, and then you got the Giants going to Oakland and playing a 3-game set. So, anything can happen, and the Mets can definitely get on a roll here, and that was a good side for them, a big win. We'll see if they get some momentum. But D-Mac the GOAT, I be stroking the GOAT. What's up, my man? Give me a beer, give me a fist bump. What's good, my man? We needed that from Mitch White, Anthony Keene. Yo, D-Mac, happy Wednesday, my dude. How sweep it is. I love to hear that, and you love to see that. A sweep from the Pittsburgh Pirates and now tie the all-time record for most wins against a franchise. Man, the lowly Pirates, they did exactly what they needed to do. The Pirates, they're a bottom feeder. They're a basement dweller. They're in the realm of the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Texas Rangers, the Baltimore Orioles. But what do you do when you play a team like that? You kick their teeth in and you win games like you did tonight. Now, the Dodgers now with 16 wins against the Pirates from June 7, 2018 till tonight. That's 16 straight wins. Well, they matched the win streak they had against the San Diego Padres from September 9th, 1973 to September 20th, 1974. Dodgers body slam Diego, the Padres for years now. But what up, Doug? Good to see you after a beautiful game. What's up, Ryan W? Found our 5th starter. Wow, I like that take from Carl. A little hot one out there. The 8:05, the Bucks stop here. Dodger Glizzy killing with that one. Respect. I love that. The Bucks stops here. Mitch White as a starter for now. Okay, I like it too. I mean, hey, look, what he showed us tonight, yes, it was the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they're a team that, hey, look, it's not one of the most potent offenses. They do have Brian Reynolds, who's been hooking it up on the fantasy team all season long. Shout out to him. But look, it is a team that is not one of your offensive. One of your most potent offenses out there, one of your most formidable offensive teams out there, but he went out there and he was just so confident out on the mound. The way he was executing pitches, the break he had, you saw that little backdoor breaking ball at the end of the game there, and he just looks like he's taking a leap, and you see he's really gotten his pitch mix together tonight. It was just a really great night for Mitch White and something for him to build upon. And look, you just never know what's going to happen with this year. You really just don't know what's going to happen this year with the Dodgers. And for guys to step up and get hot at the end, it's really all great timing because guys have stepped up. Guys like Alex Vesia, guys like Phil Bickford all season long. You know how great Blake Trine's been this season. So if Mitch White can come in and give them some length, especially when you see what happened with Cole Hamels, they were depending on him to come and give you some innings, and who knows what's going to be the case with Danny Duffy. I'm confident that Duffy will make it into the Dodgers rotation or the bullpen at some point in September, but you have to be really excited about what you saw. I was just beyond impressed with Mitch White today and to see the leap that he's made. Because, look, they thought he was a starter. That is what this franchise, this organization, that is what was in the cards for him as far as what his role would be for the Dodgers. And tonight he did look like a bona fide starter at some point in his career, and I could see him go and give you some length this year. Tonight you saw he went heavy with that four-seam fastball. When he commands it, it's a great pitch for him. He averaged 93.2 miles per hour on the heater, topped out at 95.2 miles per hour. You saw the way he was using that curveball to perfection as well. Got some punchies with that, which is a great night for Mitch White. But let me know, who's your player of the game? And also, I want to know from you guys, is Max Muncy coming for Fernando Tatis Jr.? Do you think that the funky Muncy can catch FTJ for that MVP race? Because, look, if you look at the Padres right now, they are on a downward spiral. They are just collapsing. And if the Reds catch them and they're not in the postseason, I don't know. I'm not a guy that likes giving MVP awards to players that teams don't make the postseason, but still a lot of baseball to be played. Dodgers, they go to San Diego for a big 3-game set. And you know the record against them this season, 3-7. The Dodgers take ownership of the Black Pearl. I love that Leo ZZ Top over there. You guys, look, some people might not like that. They might think that pirate puns and this and that is cheesy. Me, I'm extremely here for it. The more pirate stuff you can bring in here, you know how we get down here on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. You guys, I've never had one of these shows where you guys didn't make me laugh, so I know you're going to bring them tonight. But the 7, Rudy over on Facebook, the 79938, White's your player of the game. We got Washington, D.C. over there. Probably got some sad National fans that are sad they lost Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. But repping that 800 from the Dodger Glitzy, the 90230 from Brandon Rincon. It's Mitch White no matter what. I like that. D-Mac, all I have to say, this is from Dooms_Sal over on YouTube. D-Mac, all I have to say is A.J. Pollock. A.J. Pollock was fantastic tonight. A.J. Pollock's another guy that should be in the conversation for player of the game because he hits – A.J. Pollock, first of all, he's kicked the game off. Goes up there in the leadoff spot today. Just effortlessly goes up there, cranks a single to get things going. He went 3 for 5 on the night, had the big home run there in the second inning, and he's now hitting .309 on the year, slugging .527. Pollo has been going loco for months now. He went down to a little cool stretch. He was cooling off a little bit, but it looks like that was a very, very short slump for A.J. Pollock. He looks like he's rolling once again, and he's been one of the stalwarts for this Dodgers offense all season long. He's been fantastic in his game, and you saw A.J. Pollock in his last, just look at his numbers this season. He just really stepped up at a time when the Dodgers had so many people out through injury. He's been in there. He's a player that you maybe expect him to be the one out with injury, but no, he's been in there. He's looked healthy, and he's been getting it. He's been just really dominating really all season long in his role, which is really, really great to see. If you look at A.J. Pollock, his last 24 games, A.J. Pollock, he's hitting .355. So .355, getting it done, and I really want to see him continue this for the rest of the season and of the postseason. But the 520 in the house, Vancouver, Washington, Dodgers all day. Howdy, fellas. Leo 502, Dodgers always from Gilbert, Arizona. Deborah Young says Mitch White, player of the game. Mitch Slap, hey, you know what it is. Morton, Texas, 79346. That's right. Here in San Pedro, the 3 610. We got LA. We got hit that like button, Dodger fans. Ryan W. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, be sure to share the show. If you're watching on Twitter, be sure to retweet. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. This is your show. I'm the man of the fan, here to get your takes. And the more fire takes you got, you're going to hear them. And you can also hear them on the Dodgers Dugout podcast the very next day. We got Dodgers Muncie Bombs. We got Greetings Doug from Victorville, California. What's up, Dodgers Dash over on Periscope. Keanu Reeves. I was thinking that too. Wait, Glock. Keanu Reeves put in work. Hey, Glock 9, Wait, we're on the same page, man. We're on the same page. I was feeling that. I really felt like if you put him in a black suit with just like a white shirt, he could be like a hitman, like a John Wick type. Maybe if Keanu Reeves leaves the franchise, Mitch White can take over because he definitely looked like a movie star over there when he's just chilling. You guys see him chilling in the bullpen, just looking all, like he was in his thoughts, like deep thoughts, Mitch White. Mitch White, my Korean brother from another mother. What up, Don Kim over on YouTube? Always rocking with us here on the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. We got Christian J. Shaver, 626, West Covina Max, AJ, and Corey are raking. Yeah, Corey Seager, it's amazing how he's just really quietly put together this he's just quietly getting into beast mode. He's getting into that postseason, that World Series MVP, that NLCS MVP, that contract year, Corey Seager. And since he's gotten back, heading in today in 16 games, he was hitting .328 with a .903 OPS since coming back off the IL on July 30th. And tonight, Corey Seager, you got the opposite field shot. That's always a great sign when it comes to Corey Seager. And that's what I want to see out of him. I want to see the power. I want to see the Corey Slugger from Siegs. And tonight, another really nice performance from Corey Seager. Really impressive, going 2 for 5. Had that RBI single early in the game to score a turn. I kind of like to see him at that part of the lineup. I mean, look at this lineup, how different it looks from just a year ago when you had Mookie and Seager, the 1-2 punch, the two-headed monster. Now you had Trey Turner and Max Muncy in the 1-2 spot. And tonight they get it done with Poyo, AJ Pollock. But we got Blue Magic, D-Mac, 3 games behind. Don't look so far out of first now. Yeah, is it crazy how 3 games feels just so much shorter than 4 games? It almost feels like we gained like 10 games on the Giants just with a 1 game. We did gain that 1 game today, but look, you got to gain ground little by little, and you got to look at that schedule. Their schedule is tougher, but hey, look, that September schedule for the Dodgers is no joke, but you're seeing that if everyone's on the field, the depth and the talent level of the Dodgers, it always outmatches the talent and depth of their opponents. It's just a matter of executing. And look, let's not get too crazy. This is the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is the New York Mets. But the Dodgers have taken care of business, and they've done exactly what they need to do. You saw Mookie Betts on the field doing some light work. I want to see the Mookster back in there. And, yeah, I mean, it's getting better, man. I'm telling you, man, this Giants team, I don't trust Jake McGee throwing 89% fastballs as your closer. I think this Giants team, I still think, sure, they could still win the division, no question about it. How will they fare in the postseason? I have my doubts. I really do. And I do think the Dodgers in a good spot where they can feel it. You can feel this business-like approach from the Dodgers game in and game out. They know they can't lose games. They know they have to take care of business, and you're seeing that from this team. But we got San Diego San Diego sucks. Dodgers win. Giants lose. Padres lose. It's a good day. Yep, that is, man. I feel like Ice Cube in the 6th form Pollard right now. It won't look as cool as Cube, but that's how I feel because today was definitely a good day. Reds and Giants in wild card. Hey, the Reds are coming. Thumbs up from Leticia Torres over on Facebook. Joseph Gonzalez, Giants fans, saying that they are still first on Twitter. A-Goat. Yeah, Giants fans, man, they really just came out. They really were some Undertakers coming out of coffins because, man, I haven't heard about Giants fans in a couple years. I mean, I look at their games, I see a lot of empty seats, but hey, the Giants are a good team. The Giants are a legit team. I'm not questioning the San Francisco Giants, but at some point that carriage has to turn into a pumpkin, an orange pumpkin like the San Francisco Giants. And we know that this Dodger team, they are some Giant slayers. And the Dodgers are really the Giants of the NL West over the past 8 seasons. And look, this team is hungry. This team knows they don't. Look, this Dodger team knows what's at stake. They understand it is a World Series or bust roster. It's a World Series or bust franchise, and they don't want to put themselves in a position where you play 162 games and that all comes down to a one-game wild card series. Remember how nervous you felt in Game 163? I don't want to experience that again, okay? I want to see the Dodgers in the NLDS at home with the best record in Major League Baseball, and right now that goal is still alive. But D-Mac, what's shaking? What up, Mike M over on YouTube? Julian, greetings, Doug from Victorville. Padres and Giants are poop emoji. That's a lot of poop emojis. 3-back baby from Yang Yi. Yang Yi, I felt that. Yes, it has to be Mitch White, MVP for the game. By the way, if you haven't given me your MVP for the game, let me know. And I want your takes on Max Muncy do you think he can catch Fernando Tatis Jr.? Because, look, I'm here to tell you right now, even though Max Muncy plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers, where, other than the New York Yankees, that's the biggest market. That is the marquee franchise. You see 52,000 plus in the seats. Look, the Los Angeles Dodgers are one of the great brands in all of professional sports. Make no mistake about it. But they not only have Max Muncy not only has to overcome Fernando Tatis Jr., he has to overcome Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Instagram account and the Major League Baseball Twitter account and the powers that be at MLB Central and MLB Network, because you know how in love they are with Fernando Tatis Jr. I'm here to tell you, you guys need to show Max Muncy some love because he's having an elite season and he's one of the greatest players in the game, and he deserves some attention, especially when you consider what he's done defensively. He's a complete player now, and Max Muncy deserves to be neck deep in that MVP conversation. I think he's a couple good weeks and a couple okay weeks with Fernando Tatis Jr. from really putting himself in a position where he can win that award. So I still think it's definitely in the cards where Muncy wins the MVP, Walker Buehler wins the Cy Young Award, Dodgers win the NOS, Dodgers win the NLCS and the World Series. Those are my goals. I know I set lofty expectations, but hey, you gotta dream big, right? Here we go. Mitch White with Max second. Andre Dawson won the MVP with the last place Montreal Expos. Yeah, I mean, look, Jake, you bring up a good point. We understand Mike Trout. Look, there's plenty of examples. This is not the NBA. The NBA or the NFL. You really have to be it's a combination of your team playing well and you playing well. That's not the case in Major League Baseball, because look at the American League MVP award where it's Shohei Ohtani. Now, Shohei Ohtani is going to be a runaway, and he plays with the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles, of Galaxy, of Universe, of United States of Earth, right? So, look, I agree with you 100%, but I will say if it's close and you get close enough, and look, if you look at the numbers, I just tweeted about it on the Dodgers Nation account, Twitter account a couple days ago, a little comp between him and Fernando Tatis Jr. Look at those WAR numbers. Look at those OPS plus numbers. If you look at those WRC plus numbers, Max Muncy is right there. So, like I said, it's definitely possible. But Deborah Young, I'm going to give you your credit. Yes, your man, AJ Pollock. It looks like he's going wire to wire, having a great season. And really, I feel so great for AJ Pollock. I mean, a lot of guys out there. There was a lot of AJ Pollock after the NLDS. You guys have been rocking me for years. I know you watched. Some of you may have seen the show after Game 5 of the 2019 NLDS. AJ Pollock, Clayton Kershaw. I mean, a lot of people attacked A.J. Pollock. It was ugly. Some of these comments, I couldn't even read them. They were so nasty, aimed at A.J. Pollock. What a terrible series, grant you, but still, I mean, it's great to see the turnaround he's had. Last year had a breakout year, tied for most home runs on the team with 16, and he's doing it again this year. That was not a fluke. D-Mac, A.J. Pollock, here we go. Strider, hear you, 120. D-Mac, A.J. Pollock is having an underrated season for the Dodgers. Appreciate what he's doing. It shows he's not just a guy who can hit left-handed pitching. Yeah, some people think, look, he's a guy who matches lefties, which he does. But A.J. Pollock has put together a complete season. A.J. Pollock, if you don't know, he is a guy that is so respected and has such an influence on that Dodgers clubhouse. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's one of the big head honchos in that Dodgers clubhouse. He's looked at as a vet. Guys look up to A.J. Pollock. He's got a lot of clout in that Dodgers clubhouse. And just look at these numbers. Heading into today, a 135 OPS plus 14 home runs. Gets the home run today. Has the 3-hit day, and A.J. Pollock is really just getting together. But here we go. Don, let me go crazy with the comments, and then we'll start bringing up this game. Shane Green signed with the Dodgers yet? Yang Yi, yes, go to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. We dropped a video on that yesterday. Dodgers hitting stride. We got Miles England. Let's be honest, Mitch White wasn't expected to go more than 4 innings and that's a maybe at that. Mitch White is the player of the game, no question. Yeah, I mean, look, I am not debating on that one. It's an easy pick because, look, Max Muncy, you get to a point where you're so good that you almost kind of, look, it's like Kobe Bryant going out there scoring 40, 50, 60. I mean, when it happens, you feel really good about it, but you're like, oh, he also dropped 81, right? You start to expect it, and the way that Max Muncy is slugging these days, you're like, oh, great, another 2 home run games. You're almost kind of numb to it, but Mitch White really was a surprise. He gets the win, now 1-1 on the year. And then, yeah, give Brule some credit too. I mean, Brule went out there, and he got the job done, and that's when the score is 0-0. He goes out there, goes an inning and 2/3, has a punch out, gives a 1 hit but no earned runs, 20 pitches, and 12 for strikes. But it was really the efficiency. I mean, the Dodgers pitchers between Brule and White averaged 12.3 pitches per inning. That is maximum efficiency, very minimal stress for Mitch White, and really he was just getting it done. Had that walk late there, but ends up with 2 walks on the night. But Muncy equals dingers and stingers. I like that. Not officially retired. We should bring back Brian Wilson. Okay. Tomorrow is a must-win to be 2.5 games back behind the Giants. Johan Ayala. Yes. You always want to pick up those games, especially when you have the off day, because you're not worrying about the scoreboard watching. It's like you're almost playing with house money in the sense that you can go in and it almost feels like you control your own destiny. And that's what this Dodger team did. Look, I've been saying on Twitter, when we hit our lowest spot, I told you guys, I promised you guys we would win the NLCS when we were down 3-1. I promised you guys we would win 2 games straight when the Dodgers lost Game 4 in heartbreaking fashion in the 2020 World Series. And I promise you guys again, the Dodgers will come back and win this division. There's too much talent on this team. And as long as we stay healthy, as long as the Dodgers can find a way to stay healthy, this is a team that is starting to creep up on the Giants, and they're going to start hearing those footsteps really shortly here. Look, by the end of this weekend, if the A's have a bad weekend, if the Giants have a bad weekend against the Oakland A's, who are a very good team, and the Dodgers go and sweep the Mets, the LOL Mets, we could be talking very close to first place by the end of this week, and it's just a matter of continuing to play good quality baseball. The defense, I don't like the sloppiness on defense that I've been seeing. They need to clean that up, especially if you watch that Giants game today. You saw from Wade, from Brandon Crawford, some game-changing defensive plays that helped them stay in ball games. Yes, they ended up losing by a pretty wide margin at the end, but they're doing the little things. I want to see the Dodgers put this talent there and do the little things and just put it all together at the right time, like some of you guys have been saying on this chat. But 8:50 Florida, staying up late to see Mitch shove. I love it, Cross. You get a lot of credit. You get a Let's Go Dodgers. Staying up late. I appreciate you. He does look half Korean. Okay. Mitch White is Asian, I think. Yep. I guess in a little sidebar. Cool. Who we got? Dodger Doug. Do you think Bellinger can find his swing by September? He's making progress. There's no question about it. Cody Bellinger is starting to get that rhythm back, and it's really about getting that explosion back. And you're seeing the slug start to creep back into his game, and I think that's kind of the most encouraging thing when it comes to Cody Bellinger. Against Philly, against the Mets, you're starting to feel really good. His last 12 games, Cody Bellinger's last 12 games, he has a .956 OPS with 4 home runs and 5 doubles. So that's very solid. 8 RBIs, 2 walks, 15 strikeouts. So with Bellinger, you just want to see him continue to put together quality at-bats, try to limit those strikeouts, and just be Cody Bellinger, because I'm telling you, if he can be 265, 270 with the slug, his defense can flip a series. We saw it last year in the NLDS. Giants are due for a trip up. I heard Betts could be back for the Padres series. That Padres series is going to be critical because, look, I know we like to clown the Padres, but they still have the talent, and you know how much they play up to the Dodgers, especially in San Diego. You know they're going to come up. By the way, you guys always crack me up. Sad Diego, Sham Diego, what is it going to be next? But that's going to be a big series, and the Dodgers really need to go in there and take at least 2 of 3. But they've been decimated by injuries. Jake Arrieta, I don't even know the latest, but I was watching that game. I think it was a hamstring injury that he went out with. So they're not in a good place. Darvish, Tatis Jr., you never know what's going to happen with him. And that team is a team that really, they're just playing they're not playing good baseball. And there's no question about it. You got swept by the Rockies. But that 16-game losing streak really hurt us. I don't know what that means, but What up, D-Meister? LFG, let's keep this win streak going from Eric Ayala over on YouTube. What up, Eric? Man, let's do this. Here we go. Let's go back to this. Let's start breaking down this game pretty soon. Preach, Doug. When will the Dodgers catch SF? I say by next Friday. Leo ZZ Top. Hey, DMAC. Now there's a new one. DMAC _SF. DMAC better than Shohei. Oh, wow, that's hilarious, man. Hey, man. Like I said, the Giants. It's crazy how much Giants baseball I've been watching, and they're a team that's just so solid. They don't make mistakes. Their offense is up and down offense. You get power from up and down that lineup, but I do think that I think that at some point they're going to go through a rough patch. They've been so solid all season long. The Dodgers haven't been in first place since April 28th. That's over 100 days. I think it's 101. But winner chicken dinner. We got Zachary Loya Lowy over on YouTube. Do you think if Gonson Urias are back in the postseason, do we have a 4 or 5 man rotation? Look, they're going to mix things up. In the postseason, you really have to go with 4, but they're going to want depth in that bullpen. And we'll see what happens with Gonson. If he can come back healthy and he can be a guy that can give you a few innings out of that bullpen, I think that would be an ideal spot for him. And then David Price, he's a guy that continues to go out there and go at least 4 innings. He's gone at least 4 innings in each of his starts since he went into that starter's role. He's gone to the 6th inning twice. So he's a guy that has really just embraced his role. Whatever the Dodgers want him to do, he'll do it. So they're going to have some options. It's just about staying healthy. That's the other thing about this Dodgers team. We can talk about this bullpen just starting to look better and better. Guys like Alex Vesia, Bickford continues to look great. Blake Trine hasn't given up an earned run since June 23rd. So this Dodgers bullpen is starting to trend in the right direction. There are the concerns about Kenley Jansen, which we talked a lot about that today. But let's not dwell on the past. DMAC Fletcher Hall. I forgot what I was even talking about, but let me know. DMAC _SF. What up, man? Mitch White with the stellar performance. Give those fire emojis. We got Mitch White to the bullpen rescue. Yeah, I mean, did they find something tonight? I mean, Mitch White, we'll see how he looks, but I mean, the way he's locating that fastball now, it's got a nice electricity to it. It really does. Has some nice run on it. And then the curveball, if he executes that, you love it. Dodger Glitzy, lowest spot equal the no-hit game. Oh, no question. But, well, yeah, exactly. The no-hit game. Also, some of the Kenley blown save against the Giants, I think you could argue that. But, yeah, I mean, the Dodgers did go on a run after that for sure. Not just first place, but the best record in baseball. Absolutely, Carl Summer. DMAC _SF. DMAC, Doug McCann has a better WAR than Shohei Ohtani. Source, DMAC, my WAR is probably like -50, but respect, my man. Pudres, here comes Cincinnati. Yeah, I want your take on this, guys. I want you to call your shot. What does your gut tell you right now with the Padres and the Cincinnati Reds? Who do you think takes that second wild card spot? Because we know wild card game spot, I should say, because we know that either the Dodgers or the Giants, they're going to be hosting that wild card game. But who will they be going against? I want to know what you guys think, because I mean, really, this is one of the most hyped up teams in recent memory. For them to completely miss the postseason, is that really going to happen? I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I want to know what you guys have to say about that, because they are creeping up. They're creeping up. San Diego 67-56 and Reds 65-57. So game and a half. I mean, they're right there. And Dodgers 9 games up on the Friars. So they have a healthy lead, but we know this team. Look, this is a team. We want to try to catch the Braves, those 14 straight division titles. This is a team that has their heart set on that. But Anthony Keane back in the mix here. I think Lame Diego. See, look, it's just endless stuff from you guys. I love it. Lame Diego got their wild card spot when they lost out on Scherzer. That's a great take. I mean, they could feel him. Hopefully they couldn't feel him, because if they did, they probably get their ass kicked. You know how Max Scherzer gets down, because it's don't effing touch me, Max Scherzer. But that would have really given them so much momentum, especially when you see what's happened with some of their guys that have gone out, like Yu Darvish, and some of the injuries that they've sustained, and also the fact that Blake Snell, who's actually put together some decent starts recently, has just not been the guy they had hoped he would be when they made that trade for him. David Price is the new Kenta. I like that, Anthony Keane. And Kenta shoved. I mean, Kenta shoved in that National Series in 2019. Hey, Doug, so what's up, Ray Bar Simeon? Josh, all right. Gonson in the playoffs should only pitch in blowouts. Shaky AF. What up, Josh? Can we trust Jansen down the stretch run? Samuel Kim. I think you're going to see this year they're going to play it like last year. I don't think you're going to see a situation where they're just going to blindly give Kenley Jansen the ball during every save situation in these big games down the stretch. You're going to see them mix it up. And you see an 8.25 ERA in the second half of the season for Kenley Jansen. It's very concerning. He has a career-high walk rate over 15%, and that's a recipe for disaster in a tight one-run, two-run game. And that's really the issue with Kenley Jansen. It's not the velo. It's the velo dip on the cutter. Like, his velo's fine. It's not the movement. The movement, sometimes it's cutting better on some days than other days. And the two-seam fastball, the slider mix, he's got a nice arsenal to work with, but it's just throwing strikes and going out there and executing pitches, and that's really my biggest concern with Kenley Jansen. That's, to me, why he can't be trusted in the postseason for every moment. Now, there's going to be times when the Dodgers need to go to him, but it's not going to be like years past where we know no matter the situation, no matter the case, they're not just going to blindly go to him. In my opinion, I think what they'll probably do is see if they have a hot Kenley early on the postseason and see how he fares. But at that point, look, we saw it happen in the NLDS in 2019. In these 5-game series, these series can end very quickly. They can come down to a game. But here we go. We got here's your takes. I want your takes on all this stuff. You guys are always calling your shots. Here we go. We got boom, 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 boom. Dodgers going all the way, baby. We got Rocky Road Jansen. I like that one. Yeah, I call him Kenley-fornia Adventure, like the theme park. He's Kenley-fornia Adventure. That's what he is. Samuel Kim, no. The Strider here says Reds. Mike S says Reds. We got Reds take Padres pound for pound. Knebel has a chance to be a closer before the season ends. Yang Yi. D-Mac, Reds, baby, over on YouTube. Reds take the second spot. Ryan W. Madres are going to blow it. Reds got this. Padres are tanking. Do you say an intentional tank? Cardinals, Glock 9. I like that, sneaking in that Cardinals pick, which, look, the Cardinals are, I think they're 4 games back right now. And, you know, they're a proud team. They have a lot of talent. They got Flaherty back recently. Mitch White was stellar. The Reds are better on paper. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a read. Look, my man Tim Rogers said it on Twitter. He's like, look, the Reds aren't going to be sellers at the deadline, and you're seeing why. They're right in the mix, and they're a team that could be dangerous. I really don't think top to bottom they have the depth when it comes to pitching as far as relievers go to really make a deep run. But look, offensively, Joey Votto really having a resurgent renaissance of a year. Castellanos was the leader for the MVP candidate at one point of the season when he was red hot. But DMAC_SF, Dodgers signed Doug McCain to a 1-year, $1 million contract and will replace Kenley Jansen as the closer. Source Bob Nightingale. Man, you got me rolling, man.
Finish him.
We got K Casino, $10, man. Appreciate you, K Casino. You win. Do the Padres rebuild if they miss the playoffs? Great show, Doug. Thanks, K Casino. I would say no. I'd say the way Preller gets down, especially when you got Clevenger coming back next season, the way the big contract to Manny Machado, the big deal for Fernando Tatis Jr. This team is a very built-to-win team now. They're built to win now, and I don't see them just completely blowing it up. I think they're a team that they're going to, if things don't go their way, they're going to try to completely overhaul the roster once again and try to put themselves in a position where they build around guys like Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis Jr. and see what happens with Dinelson Lamet. They do have with Gore, they do have a lot of young talent where if they want to make a power move, they have the prospect capital to do so. And I just think that there's so much momentum down in San Diego with the fan base. Say what you want about how the teams performed. Like I respect the San Diego Padres for how they compete and the way they go after it and the way that they want to win. Like I said, more than half the league was as aggressive to win as the Padres. Major League Baseball would be in a much better spot. Now, they haven't gotten the results that they wanted this season, but they have gone for it, and that's something you just have to respect. Because, look, I mean, if you're in the division with the Dodgers, you could easily say, hey, we'll try to wait this out. But they're saying, look, we have a transcendent generational talent in Fernando Tatis Jr. We invested in Manny Machado. The time is now. Cronenworth's a dog. I mean, they got some talent down in San Diego, and I don't think they would do that. But I like this, Trish. San Diegon. Mike M., talk to your buddy Roberts about Jansen. He's in denial. I'll hit him up after the game, let you know what he says on the next show. We're over 200 run differential now. That's wild. Yeah, I mean, look, the Dodgers run differential is what it is. Doesn't tell a whole story because we've seen the inconsistent offense. You've seen the Dodgers have multi-Grand Slam games like we did in Milwaukee. You've seen some big games against the Angels, against tonight, a 9-run game. I mean, there's been some offensive explosions. Look at the Laffer against the Mets on Sunday. The Dodgers have dominated in certain games. They've come out in games where they haven't been able to score very many runs. So, but, I mean, look, Like you are what your stats say you are, and that number is a big indicator for how a team finishes the year. And when you look at that run differential, like you said, Zachariah Yeager over on YouTube, it's very impressive, sitting at over 200. And it's not like a team. I think the Reds. What's the Reds run differential? I haven't checked that in a while, but it's got to be in the 20s, something like that. It's not very high, but the Dodgers, over 204 at this point. So Padres 9 back of the Dodgers. I think it's all mental. Is it talking about for Kenley? Go Dodgers. Padres need to start packing for that golf course in La Jolla. Ray Bar-Simeon. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Is that what you're saying? Roberts needs to pull him as soon as he looks bad. Yeah, I mean, just look. You got to look at his splits on 1 day's rest versus 2 days rest. I mean, he's a different pitcher. With Will Smith behind the plate, he's a different pitcher. With Austin Barnes, he has a 0 ERA. So there's a lot of things in play there. But I think the big key for him is just to stay fresh and try to optimize what they have left in Kenley Jansen. Because let's be honest, when Kenley Jansen comes out there, DMAC underscore the GOAT. Oh, well, appreciate you, my man. You're the GOAT. You're the real GOAT. Whoever it is. Give Scherzer a 3-year deal. Dave Roberts has to play the hot hand and put Blake Treinen to close. It's not personal. It's business. I like that approach, and I think that, one of the reasons why the Dodger players, they would run through a wall for Dave Roberts, so to speak, is that he is so loyal through their ups and downs, and he'll go to bat for them in the media. And I think that when it comes to Kenley Jansen, I trust Dave will make the ultimate decision, will make the right decision when it comes to it, just like he did last year. You have to say the proof is in the pudding. And last year they went with Julio Urias, they went with Blake Treinen in Game 5 to get that big save after Kenley was 1 strike away before Phillips got that base knock and was in airplane mode all throughout the field. But man, that game hurts. Have you guys watched Game 4 again? Seriously, even though we won, it still hurts. DMAC. From Roberto Rezo over on YouTube. DMAC, you think Mitch White might become a starter in the future? I definitely think so. I definitely think he has that starter feel to him, and he's a guy that could go out there and be a number 4, number 5, at best maybe a middle rotation guy if the stars line and he puts it all together. But yeah, Mitch White is a guy that if you look at his peripherals, you look at his numbers, he's a guy that there's a lot to like when it comes to Mitch White. And tonight he showed that, man, you can go over anytime you can go over 7 shutout innings against a big league team. I don't care if it's the Pittsburgh Pirates. You show guys something, and it raises eyebrows and opens eyes and lets people know that, hey, you're the real deal. So I think that he has a lot of room to grow. But yeah, you gotta like what you saw from Mitchell. Mitch, don't call me Mitchell White. I remember we call him Mitchell White back in the day. But yeah, it's like, but look, he's 26 years old. And he's been developing for quite some time. So yeah, give him give him a standing O. Just an outstanding performance by Mitchell White. Just what he did to save that bullpen those innings, because we know how great this bullpen has been of late. They can use as much time off as possible, and he really, they're probably going to take him out for a little steak dinner. Ryan Orion Montez, what's up, Doug? It's your boy Ryan from El Paso, Texas, the 915. White is the player of the game. Yeah, let's break down this game a little bit and check it out here, guys. A couple reminders. Be sure to head over to Gear Up. This shirt is sick. I don't know if you guys, my man Erod designed this. It's the CS 88. It's like the scoreboard for Kirk Gibson hit the home run, the most legendary home run in baseball history, because Babe Ruth's call shot is actually a myth. But no, hey, I don't know. I kind of want to believe that too. But here we go. Put Kenley back. Yeah, go to gearup.la, www.gearup.la for latest Dodgers Nation merch. Go get geared up, man. That one's kind of old. Let's throw that one. DMAC, did you get your replica? I didn't get one, man. My friend Eddie has one. I think some of my friends have. I really want to get one. Yeah, I kind of want to get one, man. Hook it up. I think where they say, couldn't you buy like your own replica one? We should do like a GoFundMe, all of us, and we'll try to get like 30,000 people, and we'll all share it. We'll get it for like 1 minute for the week or something like that. Will Smith will win World Series MVP. See, when you bring a hot take like that, you're gonna hear some flames, and that's exactly what that is. Jason, hey, what's up, Jason? Over on YouTube. Hey, DMAC from East LA. How you doing tonight, Jason? What are your thoughts on tonight's big Dodger win, the big sweep, pulling within 3 games of the Giants in the NL West? But yeah, Mitch White, longest relief appearance for a Dodger since 1996, longest relief appearance in Major League Baseball since 2018. And, yeah, I mean, this Dodgers rotation, these Dodgers pitchers, a sub-2 ERA in their last 10 heading into today. But here we go. Let's wow, that was pretty harsh from Fletcher Hall. San Diego doesn't deserve an MLB team from Fletcher Hall. We got signed Josh Hader at the end of the season. Contract is up and only gets $10 million. I mean, Josh Hader, yeah, I mean, he's one of the better relievers, no question. There's no question about it. But he's under team control for a couple more years. That's the thing when it comes to Josh Hader. I mean, he's not going to hit free agency until 2024. Got a couple RB years left. So that's what makes him that's why we require such a big haul to bring into Josh Hader because of that club control that's left on him. So Anthony Keene needs to stay where he is. That's the thing. Come playoff time, it'll be closer by committee. Anthony Keene, that's kind of been my stance as well, is it's about closer by committee because look, sometimes the 8th inning is more important than the 9th inning, right? As far as what part of the lineup they're facing. And sometimes the 7th inning. And sometimes games come down to relievers earlier than that when the starter gets pulled. So, yeah, I do kind of want to maintain that flexibility with Blake Treinen. And to me, closer is just a title right now. I just want to get the best guys in there that are fresh, that have the right matchup, and they're going there and they're set up for success. So I'm with you 100% on that one. New nickname, Cardiac Kenley. We got D-Mac. What game for last year against? Oh, we're talking about Tampa Bay in the World Series. I almost said the finals. Strider, hey D-Mac. Once you said Walker Buehler's velo on his fastball is down, I'm not worried because he's definitely still effective and he's getting good quality outs. So I'm not worried. Strider, yeah. I mean, like my whole point there was that his velo is slightly lower, but he's a much more effective player because a much more effective pitcher because he doesn't have to rely on just throwing that four-seam fastball by guys and having that perceived rise, that elevated heater that just misses bats. He's a much more dynamic pitcher and a much more mature and evolved pitcher, and I think that Walker Buehler just so much more fun to watch him pitch. Even though I like seeing those 16 punch-out games, I do like to see him work these days and take a little stress off himself with getting quick routes, seeing more ground ball outs, and yeah, I mean, really, it's really great to see Walker Buehler, the strides that he's made as a pitcher, the evolution of his game. But trust me, there's still a lot of 93 grade gas in that tank, and he saves it for the postseason. You will see him reach up to 98, 99 in the postseason, I'm telling you. There we go. Let's go. We got William Blockson. I'll give the Padres credit for staying in their town, unlike the Bargers and the Slippers. Oh, man. Justin Austin, hey, Doug, happy to see our boys sweep last 6 games as needed. The Giants have not been feeling it. 1 game a week, and the division is ours. Yeah, Jason, I think I was at Oral Hershiser that was talking about the 1 game a week thing. Yeah, I do think that's kind of how you have to look at it from the macro level. Just keep chipping away, and the standings will take care of themselves. But I think if the Dodgers, I foresee a situation where if the Dodgers are going to take this division, which you guys know I'm optimistic. Mitch Lotta half full when it comes to that. But look, come on. There's a chance they won't. I'm just being honest with you guys. The Giants could win the NL West, right? As much as confident as I am that this team, the Dodgers, can win the NL West, there is definitely a scenario where the Giants still win the division. And I do think that if that happens, it will be if the Dodgers continue to just lose games. I foresee a situation where the Dodgers get hot and then the Giants cool down, and the Dodgers, I could see them winning this division by a few games. But it's really going to come down to how close will they be in the standings when they go up to San Francisco? Because look, Labor Day weekend, it's going to be a massive series, a 3-game road trip the 3-game series in San Francisco. The Dodgers going up there. And look, the Dodgers, they're going to be the ones that are going to be playing the spoilers. The pressure is going to be on San Francisco to take care of home turf. And I want to see how many games the Dodgers can cut that lead to before that series in early September. It's going to be pivotal. It's going to feel like a postseason series. I want to ask you guys this question. I mean, isn't it crazy to watch this regular season? We're not counting down the magic number anymore, right? We are watching these games every single night as if they're postseason games. And I don't know. I have to admit, I kind of like it, man. I kind of love it. I mean, I would love to be in first place. I kid you not. But for all the success we've had, it's kind of nice to just kind of fight and grind our way back, and it's not giving it to us. But D-Mac, give us your lineup if everyone is healthy. Mike M. In a second, I want to break down this game. I want to break down this game real quick. What's up, Doug? So stoked the Dodgers and the Pirates. And Electra always make me laugh. If the Dodgers are healthy, they will be leading the division by September 15th. That's from Jason Austin. I'm going to screenshot that because I believe it too. I like that. Bat first score. Imagine being the little Giants and landing in the wild card after leading all season. Love to see it. Anthony King, let's make that happen. You're close to this team. Just keep with that energy, man. I'm telling you, you're powerful, dude. But here we go. Let's break down this game real quick before we head out of here. So bottom of the first. So Pollock gets that leadoff single to center, and on a 2-1 count, Max Muncy goes yard against the Pirates. You guys can take that down like one if you want. K Casino. Doug, give us a percentage chance that Seager's coming back. Sounds like a question I would ask you guys. Look, I would say less than 50. How about I'll tell you that? I would say it's less than 50% because you trade for Trey Turner. You see how he's played at second base, which if he continues to stay there, no question, he's an elite fielder. He'll find a way to figure that out. He'll make that turn, but he's going to be the shortstop of the Los Angeles Dodgers next season. That is where Trey Turner will play. And then what is Scott Boras and Corey Seager going to do? Do they want shortstop money because that's the premium position? And if he plays like this, there's going to be teams out there offering Corey Seager a big, big bag. They're going to back up the Brinks truck for him, and you'll see him get over $200 to $250+ million. I think that at the end of the day, he won't be a $300 million man because I think the injury risks. I think teams will point that out. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this guy gets $500 million. Look, I love Corey Seager. He's been one of my favorite players to watch over the last 6-7 seasons. But I do think that will ultimately play a factor. But I would say less than 50% at this point. I think the Dodgers probably look at it as, hey, maybe do we get Seager at his best? But look, he's still young. He's still 27 years old. So don't forget to smash that like button, fam. Forgot bets when he returns. Yeah. So yeah, on a 2-1 count, Max Muncy hits a home run, makes it 2-0 Dodgers, his 27th home run of the year. Then JT, he doubles to left. Then Corey Seager, he singled to right to score Turner, make it 3-0 Dodgers. And then Smith, he grounded into a fielder's choice. They get Seager at second for the first out. Belly popped to second for the second out. And then McKinney flied to right. By the way, put some respect on McKinney's name. We were all trashing him, including myself. Look, okay, I wasn't as high on him. But Luis Gardo, you know how I get down. Sadly, I see Seager heading to St. Louis. Interesting, Jason Austin. I mean, I haven't really pictured him in St. Louis, but St. Louis is a sneaky team for these big money players. You saw the deal they made for Goldschmidt. You saw the move they made for Arenado. So it's just interesting. I love Seager, my fair player in blue from Jazz Flores. Jay Cruz, the little engine that could Billy McKinney. Yeah. Pirates need to play a game where Seinfeld's Pirate shirt. Oh, man, it's a great shirt. What happened to Seinfeld, dude? It's not on Hulu anymore. I'm tripping on that. Anthony King, I mean, give me the latest, man, because, I mean, I need to watch it for a fifth time. Here we go. Okay. So that's always big. Dodgers get 3 runs on 4 hits. The big homer by Muncy. Seager's single scoring Turner. And Dodgers now 55-18 when they score first. So, big for the L.A. Then top of the second, Moran singled to center. Satsugo grounded to a double play. Then Diego struck out looking on that curveball. Then bottom of the second inning, on a 1-1 pitch, A.J. Pollock goes deep, his 15th bomb of the season. That made it 4-0 L.A. And then another 1-2-3 inning in the third. Then bottom of the fourth, McKinney flied out to left. Lux line to first, and then White walked. So that was big too. An underrated part of this game was Mitch White's walk in that fourth inning. That set up the A.J. Pollock single to left, and on a 3-2 count, Muncy hit a 3-run shot to right for his 28th bomb of the year, making it 7-0 Dodgers. And then Turner singled to center. Seager struck out swing. So they get another 3 runs. They make it 7-0, and you're feeling really good at that point. A 7-0 lead with the way that Mitch White was dealing his early on. You're feeling really good about it. Then jump to the bottom of the 6th. A.J. Pollock flies to center. Max Muncy draws the walk. Beatty struck out swinging. And then Corey Seager, he homered to left to make it 9-0 Dodgers. And then that was it. The Dodgers offense, 9 runs, all you're going to need with the way that Mitch White was dealing tonight. So really the big takeaways today, Mitch White was just so in control, so efficient, so confident, poised out there. He looks like he's going to be a weapon for the Dodgers, someone that they can trust. Look, he pitched well in Philly, gave you gave you 4 innings with 2 runs against that Phillies offense that can put up runs on the road. A very hot day in Philadelphia. So, look, let's not act like this was just a fluke where Mitch White came out here and he hasn't gotten it done against other offenses. Look, he really did a nice job against that Phillies team, and the defense wasn't so great that day, if you remember. And then so, other big takeaway, Max Muncy, to me, is getting close. Look, right now it's Tatis Jr.'s. Make no mistake about it, he has a nice lead for the home runs, but Max Muncy is coming. Man, Max Muncy missed some time, so did Fernando Tatis Jr., and his numbers, very eye-popping, 34 jacks for FTJ, but 28, so only 6 shy of him. If you can catch him, you get close to that home runs. If you can go on a tear, I mean, look, the way he's hitting home runs, he had 5 home runs in his last 10 at-bats at some point in the last week. So we'll see what Max Muncy does. If he can get that OPS close to 1,000, I mean, I'm telling you, Max Muncy can get in that MVP race. Another takeaway, and then Corey Seager continued to look good. Other big thing too was Corey Seager not getting injured. I was very nervous the way his hand rolled under his glove there, under his body. I was like, oh no, just my heart sunk right there. And it looks like he's going to be fine. But the top of this offense, A.J. Pollock, looked like he was hitting a little cold stretch there. Not the case. Pollo is hot as ever. So feeling really good about this team. Picking up a game on the Giants. Like you pointed out earlier, I forgot who it was, the Dodgers. They have an opportunity to go a half game, to pick up a half game on the Giants tomorrow. So we could be looking at a 2.5 game deficit before the Giants even start their series against the Oakland A's, a very, very solid Oakland A's team. So, I mean, and Oakland has everything to play for. I mean, they're right with the New York Yankees for the wild card in the AL West, and they're fighting with Houston in that division. So they have everything on the line. That's what you want at this point in the season, guys. But yeah, thanks for rocking with us, guys, here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. You guys know where to find me over on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. That's at DMAC_LA. Let's do a little bottom of the ninth. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dodgers down, and you're at the plate. Give me some final takes here, and we'll head out. But here we go. Muncy equals my MVP. I'm out, Doug. Buenas noches. Yeah, man. See you next time. Sweet Mets. Good show. Keep it up. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate you, my man. But thanks for rocking with us, guys. As always, here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Have a great rest of your night. We're back at it tomorrow. Lock in for the rest of the season. Is it going to be a race to the finish in the NL West? T-Mac with another walk. I appreciate you, Mike. So sad my 13-year-old daughter got pushed by a worker when trying to get her ring tonight and didn't even get one. That's terrible, Julie Davidson. That's terrible. The Pirates with a AAA Aaron. But, yeah, that's terrible. I really hate to hear about that. Someone get her a ring. I mean, come on. If I had one, I'd give it to you. Let's say that. Dodgers sweep the Mets. Good stuff, duh. But, yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. What's up, D-Mac? But, yeah, thanks, guys, for rocking with us as always. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Don't forget to get geared up at gearup.la. Some of the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game. Don't forget to download our new Dodgers Nation app on Android and for iPhone users. This thing is taking off, man. People loving the app. Get all your Dodgers Nation stuff in one place. And you got the Justin Turner filters. You got the Mad Max filters. And by the way, you brought up the ring. Thanks a lot, Anthony King, Gio, Leo, DMAC _SF, Yang Yi, Anthony King. Thanks, guys. But pretty soon, by the way, if you download this app, we're going to have a filter where you can point at your hand and you can have the Dodgers. I know it's not the one you wanted tonight, but you can get the Dodgers championship ring, the filter. Look for that pretty soon on the Dodgers Nation app. But thanks, guys, as always. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you guys next time. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
What a catch by Mookie Betts. Another home run for Corey Seager. Another strikeout for Kershaw. A robbery of Tatis. Gone. Will Smith. This is what an ace looks like.
And tag out is Riley, a double play.